It's a feeling we all know. You reach for your phone, but there's no signal, just no service. On Sunday, November 16th, 2025, this wasn't a quick glitch for hundreds of EE customers across the UK. People woke up to find their digital lifeline severed. This wasn't just about missing social media. It meant no calls to family, no business payments, no contact at all. Our phones are our maps, banks, offices, and connections to loved ones. When that disappears, it's more than an inconvenience. It's a shock to daily life. The problem started early and quickly spread, with people checking Wi-Fi and talking to neighbors to figure out what was happening. Soon, it was clear. This was a widespread outage, not just a single phone acting up. The silence from our devices reminded us how much we rely on invisible networks. We expect instant connection, and when it fails, our routines and peace of mind are disrupted. The November outage wasn't just a technical hiccup, it was a disruption to the rhythm of modern life. Hundreds suddenly found themselves disconnected, forced to confront just how dependent we've become. For many, it was a wake-up call about the fragility of our digital world. The issues began early Sunday, November 16th, as EE customers across the UK lost all mobile signal. Calls, texts, and mobile data were down. Some even lost home broadband. Down Detector showed a sharp spike in complaints, especially in Hull and nearby towns, hinting at a regional network fault. This wasn't EE's first outage of the year. A bigger one in July had even affected emergency services. The repeat failures left customers frustrated and worried about reliability. Even on a weekend, the outage disrupted plans, business, and family connections. For many, it was a major inconvenience that left them anxiously waiting for their digital world to return. As complaints flooded social media, EE quickly acknowledged the problem on their official channels. They apologized for the disruption and explained it was due to essential maintenance gone wrong. Engineers were working to restore service by the end of the day, but that was little comfort for those stuck offline. EE advised customers with working Wi-Fi to use Wi-Fi calling, a helpful workaround for some. But for those without broadband or on the move, there was no easy fix. The company's response followed the usual script: acknowledge, apologize, explain, and offer a temporary solution. Many customers, however, were tired of repeated outages and empty promises. The pressure was on EE to not just fix the issue, but to prove it wouldn't happen again. Trust was shaken, and words alone weren't enough. Customers wanted real assurance that their connection would be reliable in the future. As the network failed, customers took to social media to vent their frustration. Stories poured in: missed work calls, lost contact with family, even trouble paying for parking. Many pointed out this was the third outage in a week, questioning EE's reliability. Screenshots of excellent coverage on EE's status checker, despite no signal, only fueled the anger. Calls for compensation grew louder, with some threatening to switch providers. Public dissatisfaction became a modern protest, tagging rival networks and demanding better service. For EE, this was more than a technical glitch. It was a crisis of customer trust. The outage showed just how quickly loyalty can turn to outrage. Repairing that trust would take more than a simple apology. Why do these outages happen? Often, it's scheduled maintenance, like roadworks for your phone network. Updates and repairs are meant to be invisible, but sometimes things go wrong, causing failures. Technical faults, software bugs, power cuts, or damaged cables can ripple across the system. Extreme weather can knock out masts or flood underground cables, making repairs slow and difficult. Sometimes it's just too many people using the network at once, overwhelming the system. Networks are complex, and even small issues can have big consequences. While frustrating, these outages are often the result of challenges behind the scenes. Understanding this doesn't make it easier, but it explains why even the best networks can fail. It's a reminder that our digital world is more fragile than it seems. The EE outage was a stark reminder. Mobile networks are as vital as roads or electricity. Phones are our tools for work, education, and daily life. When the network fails, businesses lose sales, deliveries are delayed, and deadlines are missed. The economic impact can be huge, affecting thousands across the country. But it's not just about money. Reliable connections are crucial for safety and well-being. People use phones for health apps, travel updates, and, most importantly, emergency calls. Outages that affect emergency services are especially alarming. That's why regulators like Ofcom demand transparency and fair compensation from providers. The government treats mobile and broadband as fundamental utilities. We only notice this invisible infrastructure when it breaks. The outage forced us to recognize how much we depend on it every day. It's the thread that holds our modern lives together. So, what can you do during an outage? First, try restarting your device or toggling airplane mode. If that fails, seek out Wi-Fi and use Wi-Fi calling or messaging apps to stay in touch. Report the fault to your provider. It helps track the problem and is needed for compensation. Outages remind us how deeply technology is woven into our lives and how isolating disconnection can feel. It's a good time to think about backup plans. Do you know key phone numbers by heart? After repeated outages, EE promised fixes and better monitoring, but the pressure is on to deliver real improvements. For millions, the hope is that lessons are learned and our digital lifelines become stronger. In a connected world, reliability isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.